Hello all, Krishan here, and I was going to post a video Sunday, and then I was going to post a video Monday of the stuff that I recorded on Sunday, and a lot of things have happened since then that I think lends itself more to building the writing life than the videos before, so I thought I'd spend some time and talk about that. Yesterday, Monday, I woke up in a very dark place. The events of the last week with those men being killed in Baton Rouge and Minnesota, and then those 5 souls who volunteered to protect and serve getting killed in Dallas had weighed heavy on me. And there were a lot of people who saw that I was in a not a good place and took the time to lift me up. Some people went as far as some people took time out of their busy schedules, their time being precious and expensive, and helping me to work through this, to walk through this. And for that, the Lord sees you, and I thank you, cannot thank you enough. And then there were other things that happened, and I'm going to change position as I change my hand here, that really showed me if the people, let me try that again. There were some things that happened yesterday. Let me try that again. Those people who said and spent that time showed me, made me feel like I was valued, and that meant everything. And then it was in dark contrast to some situations where I felt, well, if I had there were people who the day was still kind of heavy, but I knew I could make it through. And then other situations came up where I was really thinking, well, hell, if I sit up there and if I sit up there and bought as and then there were situations where it just left me saying, if this were the stock market and I sit up there and bought in on how much, on the level that I valued you, and sold for the level that you showed you valued me, I would be so far in the hole I'd need a government bailout. It was hard. And it hurt, and I was gutted, and on several different levels over the course of several different interactions. And I made it home, and I had to spend time thinking about how I was going to process this, because I was having a hard time doing that, and I was already not in the best of moods. So I thought about it, and the thing I always do in the writer's mind, I go through and I try to find that one time, that one spot where the whole take changed, where I just realized that this situation has gotten to the point where I don't want to deal with it anymore, or this situation has gone to the point where it is lost, it has to make me rethink what my values are, or try to analyze what tear in my ego or in the belief systems that I had that are totally changed because of this incident. And as I went through that, I found it. Found that one time, that one place where it may not have been the cause of it, and most certainly wasn't in this case, but it was the point where I realized what I believed was not true. This is the truth. And you're going to have to grieve that, and you're going to have to deal with it. And so I sat down and distilled through several iterations of the article until I came up with that mini rant that you saw on the Facebook page. And I'll also link it. I'll put it up on my blog, and I'll link it there as well. Link it in the comments. And it's not a lot. But it was truth. The truth in that slice of time that I actually felt. And I wrote it. I read it through. I posted it and went to sleep. And I woke up this morning. I woke up this morning feeling that God's mercy had been renewed, because I had processed it and I had put it out. I had completed the process of processing, and I could drop it and I could move on. And you're asking, well, CK, if your processing is gone, why are you talking about it? I want to talk about the actual process of echo. I'm actually talking about the process of my writing. I'm going to say this without saying process 1,500 times. I'm actually talking about how, as a writer, I have to figure things out and make peace in my mind. There was a while where I wrote a lot, and when something upset me, I would write it and I would publish it because it was my truth, and I really believed that that was what I needed to do. And I ran into so much resistance. The resistance in this time came in the form of people saying, you shouldn't write stuff like that, or I wouldn't write things like that, or I'm going to ask you for the sake of peace to take that down. And a lot of things. And I've come to realize in time that it wasn't because they were concerned primarily about my peace of mind. It was more, did it make them uncomfortable? Did it make it, would it jeopardize something that they had going on? Would it jeopardize their standing or their money or what have you? Or would it jeopardize their relationships with people they wanted to keep on because it benefited them, even though they had done damage? And these people are now in my life, by and large. And it's really freeing to be able to communicate to the people who will listen to you in the way that you really need to. And that's what being a writer is all about, to me. It's about being able to communicate your good and your bad, being able to talk about how you got to where you are now. Yesterday I woke up feeling like I was fucking done. Today I wake up and I know I haven't even started.